Recipe for homemade vanilla powder. There may be affiliate links in this article. I make money from qualifying purchases as an Amazon associate. Please see my disclosure page for additional details. One of the most popular flavors in the world is vanilla. Everyone, I'm sure, has a bottle or two of vanilla extract on their spice rack, but what happens when you only want the flavor of vanilla? If you only want the flavor and not the booze, what then? While developing my own hot cacao mix last week, I started looking into this very subject. And the solution is homemade vanilla powder. Vanilla powder may be ordered online, but I didn't have the patience to wait for the mail to deliver it. And it's incredibly costly. Although vanilla beans alone are not cheap, a little amount goes a long way. The flavor is intense and will persist over several recipes. Making it at home is quite simple as well. Making vanilla powder at home. Oven to 150 degrees before using. That is my oven's lowest setting. On a baking sheet that has been lined with parchment paper, arrange 4 entire vanilla beans. To dry the beans out, place them in the oven and bake for an hour. Wow, my kitchen smelled fantastic. Remove them from the oven, then let them cool. Put the beans in a coffee/spice grinder after breaking them up into small bits. Use the best espresso setting to create delectable homemade vanilla powder. I believe I used 1 teaspoon and 1 tablespoon to make around 3/4 of an ounce of vanilla powder. To produce a batch of double chocolate hot cacao mix, I only used half a teaspoon. Yes, you read it correctly. I went through the entire procedure to make a better, dairy-free chocolate mix for my mocha, haha. I'm eager to try out more recipes now that I've made this lovely vanilla powder, though. I used 2 jars of whole vanilla beans from the grocery store. You might be able to get decent bargains on them if you shop around. I crushed up some dry rice and used a moist cloth to clean out my coffee grinder and get rid of the coffee scent. Until you're ready to use it, keep your homemade vanilla powder in an airtight glass jar. Make your own vanilla powder. Every spice cupboard needs some homemade vanilla powder to enhance the flavor of your culinary creations, and it is simple to produce. Ingredients: 4 vanilla beans whole. Instructions: oven to 150 degrees before using. Use parchment paper to cover a baking sheet. The vanilla beans should be dried after baking for an hour on the baking sheet. Ensure that the vanilla beans cool. To pulverize them, chop them into little pieces and put them in a coffee or spice grinder. Keep in a glass jar that is sealed.